Stardate 9102. Oh, got it. Dylan asked me what my favorite musical is, or musicals are, and I do have a #1 favorite musical, and that is called Into the Woods. Into the Woods is one of my absolute favorite musicals, or is my absolute favorite musical because of the, again, like I talk about all the time with like anime stuff, the social commentary involved in Into the Woods, where they take all of these fairy tale characters. So I think it's why I like Once Upon a Time so much too. They take all these fairy tale characters and they put them into their own they put them together in a world, and they, the first arc of the, before intermission, they're getting to their happily ever after. So all the stories, like Cinderella and Jack the Beanstalk and all of those fairy tales, those stories, so how the first act ends up going, Little Red Riding Hood, all those things. But what's different is, of course, how they kind of interconnect everybody from all of those different fairy tales, and how, like, for example, Little Red Riding Hood, is saved by this huntsman. Well, that turns out to be somebody else from a different fairy tale, that kind of thing. They connect them all to one another. And then Act 2 is so cool because it's about what happens after happily ever after. Is there such a thing as happily ever after? And you kind of investigate that in this really cool philosophical way. The music is incredibly imaginative, and it's just beautiful. And there is a movie release of it, which was actually Broadway productions, like multiple Broadway productions of the same cast, but multiple Broadway performances from the same cast, kind of making, taking the best pieces from each performance and creating this really great movie. And it's fun. If you really do like musicals, you should check it out because it's so cool. It's by Stephen Sondheim. So, I mean, you know that name very well. I mean, he did like Sweeney Todd and all kinds of other things. Funny Thing Happened the Way of the Forum, if you've seen that. I was in that once. Anyway, so all these really great musicals, and if you know Stephen Sondheim's style, you also know that he's got kind of this dark humor thing going on, and that's definitely Into the Woods. So check that out. Otherwise, I'm a huge Andrew Lloyd Webber fangirl. Joseph, The Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, Cats, all of those. I just love Andrew Lloyd Webber. He is an amazing guy and an amazing music creator. And he's worked with a lot of top name people like Tim Rice, who did the lyrics for The Lion King. So I mean, like he's worked with some really cool people. I'm a big musical fan. So anyway, question for David. And because David, I know you are an actor, I would like to ask you the question of, if you could be in any musical, what would you be and who would you be? Because I do want to continue talking about musicals. Kind of like Dylan, because I like musicals. So if you could be in any musical, what would you be? Or would you be in, and who would you be? I would love to be in Into the Woods, and I would love to either be the witch, or I would love to be the baker's wife. Those are the two roles that I would like. Little Red Riding Hood would be fun, because I could eat the whole time while I'm on stage, which would always be fun too. But those are the two roles that I've always wanted to play in Into the Woods, the witch and the baker's wife. So anyway, that is all for me this week, and David, we will see you tomorrow. Bye!